What is up, my butter biscuits? So in today's video, I have my June anti-haul. And I'm just tripped out even saying June anti-haul. This is so crazy to me. I'm like, this year has gone by so fast. We are literally halfway through the year. And it's so crazy because I thought the year was going to drag because when I'm like, oh my God, I got to stay home every day, being on lockdown, being on quarantine. It's going to take forever. And then I read this article from this like psychologist, I believe that. Look, I don't remember what the title was of the person, but basically this person had said the days are going to go by so fast because we have nothing to look forward to and because every day is the same thing. So you're not making any memorable moments. So every day is the same. So you look back and you're like, whoa, it went so fast. Y'all, I'm probably not explaining well, but it really made sense in my head. I was like, oh, this makes sense because I'm like, here we are already in June, that fast, in the blink of an eye. Anyways, y'all, so I have my June anti-haul. Just in case you guys are new here and don't know what an anti-haul is, it's basically just basically a list of products that I am not going to purchase and for what reason. Y'all, every single month I say this, just picture yourself shopping with a friend and you're like, hey, do you like this product? And that friend's like, nah, I don't really like that product. And you say, well, why don't you like that product? And that person's like, oh, I just feel like it's tacky. I don't like the colors. Like, I don't like the brand, I don't like the price point. That's basically all it is. Not too deep. Anyways, y'all, I feel like this one is actually going to be the shortest one that I've done because I feel like after the pandemic, so many product launches are being pushed back. So as of right now, June 5th, there is just like not a lot of products out. So anyways, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get into that today. Before we do, if you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that way you guys get notified when I upload a new video. Also, if you guys like my anti-hauls, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And let's go ahead and jump on into the anti-haul. I forgot to mention the makeup that I'm wearing. So before we go into the anti-haul, let me let you know what's on my face. Even though I'm pretty sure none of you guys really want to know right now because I feel like my makeup looks kind of busted. And I'm wearing quite a few Huda Beauty products. It's because I went makeup shopping and y'all already know I get 40% off of her stuff. And let me keep it real, even though she kind of annoys me, her products are pretty good and I get 40% off. So like, let me keep throwing that in there because 40% off makes you want to buy some things, let me tell you. Anyway, so on my skin, I'm actually wearing the Revlon Candid Foundation. Y'all know this has recently been my favorite foundation. It's literally 10 bucks. But here I am just being like, just so... I don't know the right word, but here I am, frugal with the foundation, but wearing a $50 bronzer. But I want to tell you guys this, though, because I did splurge on this with my stimulus check. I wanted this bronzer for the longest time because it's literally the perfect shade for me because it's actually neutral. Every other bronzer that I have, it just kind of pulls orange on me, which I don't mind sometimes, but then sometimes I want a neutral bronzer. So I have the Fantastic Marc Jacobs bronzer, and I love it. But let me tell y'all this, though. I think I mentioned this in a previous video before, or maybe it was on live. It's literally more than double the size of MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, which I love to use as my bronzer. So those are $34. So for two of them would be $64. The Marc Jacobs bronzer is $49 and more than double the size. So when you think about it that way, it's really not too expensive as it seems, because it's pretty big. Also, on my eyes is the Huda Beauty Nude Palette. I just did like a really soft, quick look. And then I'm wearing Hank and Henry mascara because I did not feel like putting on lashes because I was like, you know what, this eyeshadow is like really, really basic. So who cares to put on lashes? Let me just use my natural lashes. On my lips is the Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in Venus. And then I just purchased this new, well, it's new to me, the Huda Beauty lip strobe. I've never tried these before. This is in the shade Ritzy. I will say I love the color Payoff, but it is pretty thick. Like, I feel it on my lips right now, and I feel like it's gonna look really messy and get all over my lips during this video, so if it does, just don't pay attention to it, okay? Anyways, let me shut up now, and let's go ahead and get into the anti-haul, because that's why you guys are here. So the first product that I'm going to start off with is the lip products, and y'all know I'm just cheap, especially with like lip products. When it comes to skin things, like a foundation, I'll spend a little bit more money on. Lip things, eye things, I don't know. I just feel like there's just too many dupes. Y'all, so Charlotte Tilbury is coming out with these lipsticks, $34 each, and look at the shades. If you really think about it, they are literally the same shade. Like, they have the same undertone. Like, okay, well, maybe the first two, but it's just all so similar, and I'm just kind of like, who doesn't have these shades by now? Like, are Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks really that bomb to be $34 and like in some shades that like we've seen been done like so many times? I just look at this and I'm like, who buys this? Like, let me know if you buy this because I'm really curious. Because $34 for this, and honestly, on top of that too, it literally looks like a ColourPop lipstick. And ColourPop's lipsticks are pretty bomb. They're like $6, so I would rather get that instead. Next thing on the list, and I know a lot of y'all are going to hate. Like, I just already know it because it's Fenty, and every single time that I got something negative to say about Fenty Beauty, like any type of criticism about any one of her launches, y'all, the hate comes real. It really does. But these slip shines, they just don't appeal to me. I don't know if it's like the shades or if it's because it's just like a little tint, and that's just not for me. Because when I wear makeup, I intend to wear a full shade of a full face of makeup. You know what I'm saying? I don't want like a little bit of a lip tint. However, I do feel like the everyday girl will find this very beautiful. And say for example, if you're like a really natural type of girl who wants just a little bit of a tint to wear to work, I think that you may actually like this. It's just not for me because when I'm not wearing makeup, I just put chapstick on. I don't want a tint. I don't want any type of color. And the one is that's clear. It looks like it has a lot of shine. So I'm just kind of like, it's just not, it doesn't pertain to me. You know what I'm saying? However, if there was just kind of like, no, I probably still wouldn't even wear that. I was about to say if there was one that matches my lip color, I would probably wear it, but I wouldn't even wear that either. I just like a little bit of chapstick, some Blistex from the 99-cent store, and that's about it. And these just don't do it for me. But like I said, if you like natural and you want a little bit of a tint, check out the swatches of these because they actually do look really pretty, just not for my liking. Okay, and Glam Glow. Now, okay, y'all know, Glam Glow, I have like a very 50-50 relationship with them. Okay, I don't know why. There are other products besides their moisturizers I just don't really care for, like their super mud mask, their other type of peel mask. They just don't do anything for me, and the fragrance in them literally burns my skin. However, the moisturizers are some of my favorite moisturizers, so they are doing a collaboration with Barbie. If y'all are into Barbie, the packaging is actually really cute. If you look at the banner around the cross of both of these products, they're beautiful. Like, I'm like, that is so cute, and I don't even like pink stuff, you know? But I would definitely check out the moisturizer because I love their moisturizer so much, even though it is really expensive, and I'm like, oh, it's like $62, and I only get 20% of that, 20% off of that at Namie's, and I'm just kind of like, oh, it's pricey, you know? I used to be on their PR list, but I think I talked too much trash, and I just really did not like their mask, so they probably took me off because of that. But their masks just burned me a little bit, and they're just not for me. But moisturizers are bomb, so if y'all are interested in this, I would definitely check out the moisturizer because it's probably fire. You know what I just noticed right now? It says the Mega Illuminating Moisturizer. I actually have that in the shade like medium something, and that one is so bomb if you want your skin to look really dewy. This one probably has a pink glow to it, so maybe I'll try that one. Just definitely not the mask because, no, I don't like those. The next item on the list, it makes me a little sad to say this, but I'm just kind of like over rainbow palettes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I have like 3 rainbow palettes. Like, why do I need any more? And they're all kind of like the same layout. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing's different about them. It's just like a rainbow palette. And normally, in every single rainbow palette that I have, it's like a light green, dark green, shimmery green. Just like this. It's like a light red, dark red, shimmery red. It's like kind of all the same thing, but it kind of makes me sad to say this because this is a collaboration with Elf and J Kissa, and like maybe I would, you know, get it to like support her because let me tell you guys, honestly, J Kissa, she is super sweet, and I'll always remember this. When I first started out on Instagram, she was like big, and you know, I was literally, I think I had like 5,000 or 6,000 followers on Instagram, and I was getting so much hate, y'all, because when I first started doing Instagram, I used to like, there was no other guys in makeup, and especially the way I looked with a beard, being bald, being fat, I would get so much hate. And one of my posts, I forget who posted it, like maybe it was like Slave to Beauty or Wake Up in Makeup. I don't know. It was a big Instagram account for makeup. They posted my look, and I thought she was so sweet because so many people were talking trash about me. And she literally was on there commenting to multiple people saying they needed to get a life, they need to learn how to love, stop hating, stop being this, stop being that. She was just so sweet. So ever since then, I kind of always hold like a special place in my heart for her because that was the sweetest thing to me, especially because I'm like, you know, just starting off and like getting all this hate. I'm just like, oh my God, you know, and here she is to just be nice. And this is like 5 years ago. And I really appreciate that. So like maybe I would pick it up to support her, you know, to show, you know, my appreciation for her. But looking at the palette, I'm just kind of like, I already have it. You know what I mean? It's not something that I would really buy, but like I said, she's the sweetest. So maybe I'd pick it up for that reason. And then we have the Marc Jacobs brand new the Glow Away Dewy Coconut Face Luminizer. That is a long name. And honestly, you guys, when I first saw this, I thought it was a lip gloss. That's what it looks like to me. However, turns out that it is a face illuminator, face highlighter. And y'all already know how I feel about creams and liquid highlights. They just don't work for me. I feel like they're so beautiful on everyone else. And when I actually worked as a freelance makeup artist, you know, I really did like creams and liquids on other people. It just did not ever work for me. So I would not purchase this. And on top of that too, I feel like it looks like a lip gloss. I feel like they should have done some different type of, like, I don't know, think of something a little bit different, like a cool packaging. Like, you know, that highlight that I always thought was kind of cool, even though like I've never tried it, was that one that looks like a little paint roller, you know, and you like roll it on. I'm kind of like, be a little bit more innovative with things, because I'm like, this, it's kind of like, girl, it looks like a lip gloss. Like, I would want to put it on my lips if I had it, you know, but that's a no-go for me. Yeah, this Naked Urban Decay Ultraviolet palette. If anybody was talking trash about the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette, saying it ain't got no purples in there, how do y'all feel about this? Like no lie, it has 3 purples in there. Literally 3 purples. And I don't know why, I just never been a fan of Naked palettes. I've never been a fan of Urban Decay eyeshadows. They just really don't do anything for me. And I think it's so crazy. Like, where's the purples? Like, even on the purple side, you guys, there's just 3. There's literally just 3. Like, look at this picture right here. There is like the Overpunk, Euphoric, and Purple Dust. Those are the only purples in there out of the whole palette, and it's supposed to be a purple palette. I just don't get it. I don't know, but a lot of their palettes just don't do it for me. I will say though, the packaging is really cute. I like the packaging. I like you know, I like the design, but I don't like the inside at all. It's just not for me. All right, y'all. And the last item on the list is from Morphe. And y'all, I just left this in there just to be a little petty, just to be a little shady, because y'all know how I feel about Morphe. And if you don't know, I ain't gonna explain it. I ain't gonna get into that, because we'll be here for hours. So this is their Pride Month palette. And you know what? Y'all, I'm gonna give them a little bit of credit, okay? At least this is not a like typical rainbow palette like J Kisses. Sorry, boo, I feel bad saying that, but it's just like typical, you know? At least this is something a little bit different. However, though, when I look at a palette like this, I'm just not intrigued by it personally, because when I look at a palette, I want to be able to create multiple looks from it. And with this, you obviously would need another palette and this palette to create a look, because it's just all shimmers in here. And I personally don't like that. I like there to be mattes and shimmers in one palette. I said palette like 57 times in this one sentence, y'all. Oh my gosh. But what I feel like they should have done is added a row of mattes, so that way you can play with the colors all in one palette. So yeah, let me just shut up, because I feel like I said palette so many times. But yeah, I would not purchase that palette, because y'all already know how I feel about Morphe, and on top of that, it's just all shimmers. Anyways, y'all, that is it for my June, I was about to say June Q&A. That is it for my June anti-haul. I cannot believe that it's already June. This went by so fast. Y'all let me know what you guys plan on not buying. Like, did I miss products, or are there just not a lot of products coming out right now? I feel like it's due to the pandemic. I feel like everything is getting pushed back, because normally there would be a lot of summer collections by now, considering that we're already in June and I'm not really seeing too many things or teasers or anything like that. So maybe I'm just under a rock on that. Y'all let me know. Anyways, y'all, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.